So my name's Guy Hagen. I'm the Estates and Facilities Manager here at Great Dixter in East Sussex, and we're standing in front of the cart shed. So the cart shed is it's quite a pivotal building on the estate. It's the first one that you see as you drive in, and it was in a terrible state. It had supports up. It was sort of toe tracking over. It was falling over down the hill. So the scope was to sympathetically restore this cart shed building. We had a previous scope of works that was very detailed in a way that we didn't want to pursue. So what we looked for was a really good, solid restoration in oak and local materials, and put the works out to tender, and that's where Oak Blokes stepped up. So we're quite an exposed site. You can probably see from behind me. It's a very exposed site, and we are open to the public for 6 months of the year. So from April to October we're open, so the works had to happen in the off-season. What that meant is that you're working through a very cold and wet winter. So getting this site set up and being able to talk to Oak Blokes about how that would work was absolutely pivotal. It took a long time to set this up from a planning perspective and a listed building consent point of view. But the actual execution of the job had to be within a 6-month period through the winter. So yeah, having Oak Blokes and their subcontractors here, looking through as to how to design the scaffold, how to wrap it, how to keep the guys operational through those wet weeks, was pivotal. That was the start of everything, really. Well, what was lovely is that it's very clear that we were working with craftsmen, and that's what we wanted. We wanted someone to approach this in a very sympathetic manner. What was lovely straight away, meeting Jack, the site manager, and the local guys that you had working with us here, was that they listened to everything we were talking about. So we didn't have set site meetings, we were just literally passing every day. And with it being wrapped, they took the roof off very quickly. They took all what was left of the weatherboarding off very quickly. And Jack was very good in saying that the building had basically sort of tell us where it needed to be. It was then agreed that we'd lift the building up, and that then trued up the walls. Especially that right hand, that northerly elevation, just sort of sprung back to where it needed to be. It was just a lovely approach. It was a very sympathetic approach, as we've said, but it was really listening to what the building needed. There's a lot of history on this site, and what was lovely is looking back with you and with the gang just to see what this building looked like. You know, from the old photos that we saw, reinstalling that little pitching door at the front there was a lovely touch. And again, the guys just adapted and put that in. So where there were variations, we managed to sort of work the budgets around them. Where there were repairs that were probably more than you thought,
there was a lot of flexibility.
There was a lot of flexibility, and I think there had to be, because even though we can see a lot of that building, actually once you got into the nitty-gritty of it, it told a slightly different story. The big challenge for us, I've been out a lot. We've just started the season. It's the 1st of April today, so we're open from today. What's been amazing is having that building empty and not full of the general Dixter storage requirements, is that just the connection with people. The dog walkers, the locals have been past here, been walking through it and really seeing what we've done, how we've done it. There's been a lot of conversation around the joinery and the carpentry within it, where we got all the materials from as well. Obviously they're local to us down in Beckley. So it's really been a local effort, and you guys really adapted to that. From a sort of programme point of view, obviously having a very fully exposed building through that winter period, and we needed to get this done before the opening on the 1st of April. Lewis and the gang were very proactive in sticking to a set programme. Even though we had some tweaks and changes to make, they accommodated that and actually finished the whole project a week early. So to be on budget and to finish a week early is a unique situation for building contracting, especially through the winter months. So yeah, we're hugely grateful for that. So thank you very much.